Hi folks, right, hope you're all keeping okay and all that sort of stuff and doing alright in lockdown, but this is for both OCR classes for year 9 and for year 10. It's mainly for year 10 really, because you're moving on to principles of training again. I do know you've done it before, Mr. Thomas, but we need to get it into OneNote. I'm going to talk about how you need to do that today. Year 9s, I'm suggesting that you watch this as a bit of a recap, pick up where you are. Now, for both these classes, a key part of being able to pass this course is you being able to watch one of these videos, pause, attack the bit that you've just listened to, and then play again and then repeat. So just try and get into that habit with this video. Can you watch a bit, pause, and then carry on? Okay, so obviously you're going to be at different points here with year 9 and with year 10, and I just kind of want to run you through what that we need to do. So, sorry, year 10's your technology, that's getting marked again this week. We're moving on from that now. I'd love to be able to sit here and go, right, we're going to submit that then and then and then, but obviously I don't know the full picture yet, so I'm holding off on doing that. Anyway, let's start talking about principles of training. So, just come in a sec. So basically, this is your OneNote here. Now, down the side here, I've got training lessons. That's just where I'm making a few extra lessons for when we're teaching, so don't worry about that. Here's your key info. So if you need the sample work, use the key info for that. I'm going to start on Allo 1. All these ones that have got 3 stars on, Allo 1 template, that's where Christmas is happening. It's all there. Look, so each one, definition, 2 examples, sporting context, check it against the sample work afterwards. Progression, fitter, specificity, reversibility, moderation and variance. Again, I think you've done that last year, Mr. Thomas. So you should know what you're doing there. If you've got it, great. If you haven't got it, don't say, oh, well, I've got it at a book at school somewhere. Get it done now while you're off. Now, next one, Allo 2. Again, we're going through these. You've got to do pretty significant sections on aerobic and anaerobic, and then you're going through these ones here. So you go strength, and then you talk about strength and resistance training. Then you do power, and then you do power training, and then you do agility. What is it? Sporting context is the key bit with all of these ones here. So if you're doing agility, it's the ability to change direction at pace and maintain balance. Well, actually, then you've got to give an example and say, well, a tennis player who can do that well is more likely to get to the ball and subsequently win points. Messi is more likely to create openings for his team because he can get past people and things. So you've got to do that. Allo 2 is the massive one that takes forever. Now, Allo 3 is quite nice, I think. This is the one where you'll have done these with Mr. Thomas, where you've got to do a bit of an introduction here, and then you move on to, this is your tick list for each one, all the different types of tests. So you've got the wall squat test, vertical jump test. You can use these links that I've put in there for Brian Mack, because there's only so many ways you can explain what a wall squat test is. So don't be panicking about plagiarism and things here. Don't copy and paste it, but you can use them links quite heavily. The last part, which is a bit I've been kind of waiting on, where I've been doing a bit of work, is on Allo 4. Now, this is your tick list. You need to do each of these things for Allo 4. And then here I've got an Allo 4 spreadsheet, which I've just made. Now, if you open that, this is like a bit of a guide for how you can do it. This is how I've mapped it out. You're going to have a little look at this. But basically, I've said pick 3 components of fitness. Okay, I've picked agility, balance, and power. Okay, and then I've put each one of them sessions in there, power 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll have an extra tab where, this is my agility one, where I'll show my progression and things going through there, and I've put some extra things in there where halfway through I start putting ankle weights in with the different ladder work and the agility hurdles and the different things that I'm doing in my agility sessions. That's how you're going to show your progression, and then you'll have that, and this is my agility session 1, 2, 3, which corresponds with these things here, agility session 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, there's more rest days here than there are over there. I've got it based around my game day here, and I've got my training in there, and then I can start talking about my justifications. Now, on each of these, I'm justifying why I think I've shown the principles of training there. I've got a bit of a tick list for you there to think about, and I've got links here where you can get these activities from. So links for, I don't know, power and different power training things. I've put some in there for you, but if you want more links, look, there's links here of different exercises, 10 exercises for explosive athletes, that type of thing. So it's basically Christmas again here, where you need to go into there, pick your 3, make 3 tables just like this. Make yourself one of these where you can sort of replace agility 1 with cardio 1 if you're doing that or whatever. I've put some variants in there where I've I've referenced it here with a little key. I'm talking about walking with a dog, so like that might be a part of my recovery. Mountain biking with a friend for B. Training, and Y was go to local leisure centre and go and do yoga with my sister, followed by a swim. Again, I'm talking about adherence there, aren't I? Because it's keeping me involved because I'm doing it with friends and family type thing. So that's the training plan. So that's kind of the new thing that we've got there. Back onto OneNote. Once you've done that, just looking at this tick list here, you've got to do like a comparison table where you show how you've got better, yeah? And then the last part is where you do your evaluation, and this is quite a heavy part there. I've got some examples of evaluation. You need to look at the sample work for evaluation, but see the reflection example. Was it effective? How would you improve it? So how would I change it? I go, do you know what, actually, I couldn't do the agility part there because I was knackered after my game on the Saturday, that I didn't recover till the Tuesday because it went to extra time. So I had to adapt the plan, which obviously you would have to do. So you're just kind of pretending that you've done it, and then you're thinking, what would I change? What feedback could you give about this particular training plan? Of actually, I need to get more variance in there. I really hit a wall with it and couldn't do particular exercises in there. So that is that's what you need to do now, folks. So look, I'm looking for you to press done on this task here, and you say, look, sorry, it's my kids going nuts in the background. Press done on this here and go, right, and I know what I need to do. I'm going to rock and roll principles of training. If you're having any sort of problems with OneNote or anything like that, you need to send me an email to dablewhite@trentonacademy.co.uk. Last thing I'd say on that front is,